Fine print is probably one of the finer efforts that A&W Productions has done.
This is my first time actually on a professional scale film shoot. And it was very interesting to see how fast-paced it was.
A lot more fast-paced, a lot more get it done, get it done, get it done. We got to the first location before all the rest of the crew because Rick knew the importance of getting the natural sound.
Rick had us switching up positions throughout the day. There was chord manager, management of chords.
I started out doing the slating.
Fine print, scene 7, take 5.
I held the role of boom operator. It requires a great amount of physical dexterity in the arms.
First take of the first scene of the first shot of the day. Someone on set had a very playful dog just out running around. Director calls action. The guy's flipping out for the imaginary bees that are stinging him, and the dog comes to his rescue.
So it ran right across Rick's cables, almost pulling the whole cart over with all the stuff.
Which sends Rick into a frenzy.
The dog ran across, and as soon as the dog ran across and almost knocked everything over, Rick's pen went missing.
Where did my pen go? Find my pen, find my pen. Did you find my pen? Did we not locate my pen?
Rick always loses his pen. This isn't the first time.
It's perpetually gone. He's always missing his pen.
Is the fish available for ADR? Because I could just get his lines right now.
Fish got away. I
Love what you're
didn't
doing.
get to give him the release form.
Second location, we did a lot more switching around. I boomed, and then I think I went into chord, some of the chord management.
What? What?
Control the Tascam.
I gotta set up the shot.
Okay, Rick.
See? Now you got me in trouble. Do the people that he interacts with talk back like, hey, it's great to see you?
I'm short. It's always a little bit of a challenge for me to do the boom. I don't think anyone else would have been able to stand up on something, and I think I did pretty good.
Are we ready?
Scene 1A, take 2.
Hey, Mikey!
How's it hanging? Is it too hot for Dallas? We just messed with Texas.
Just messed with Texas.
It was very interesting to see how everyone interacts, how fast-paced it was, and just kind of the dynamics between the director of photography, sound mixer, and the actors.
Who's got the umbilical? Who got the umbilical?
Rick had it set up for a double system, and he also had it rigged up to the camera.
The umbilical cord was a constant pain in our butt.
Rick made it perfectly clear that whoever's slating had to also be in charge of connecting the audio to the camera.
Every time we break location or we do a different camera setup, disconnect.
This didn't always happen. Sandy.
I didn't slate all day. I only slated at the pond.
Rick, the master, not getting sound on tape for the second time.
I handed him the cable. I handed him the cable. How did the cable get there?
You know, it just wasn't something that was communicated.
I told Skittles that, hey, you're in charge of the umbilical, and I put it right there next to him.
When I was doing it, no one told me what to do about the umbilical cord, so I found out on my own.
Now, I'm not blaming anybody. I don't know who's to blame. It's just not me.
So he's saying
Look at that! I have no idea.
In fact, I have no independent recollection of those events at all.
I think the cable crawled over there like a snake.
Wes and Rick used to work together. They've known each other for 15, 20 years. And when Wes started freelancing, Rick was his sound guy.
Fine print, scene 2C, take 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. So there is a little audio on this, Rick. You know that. All right.
Is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Can I get to say it.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Wait. That's a wrap.
All right.
Well, if you read the fine print.
I really wish I could have made it to the actual filming of Fine Print, but I had a family issue come up and I couldn't make it to the first day, but I actually showed back up for post-production.
I think my favorite part was the post.
Watching Rick do the post-production was really interesting. The leader and sound, you know, editing a 7-minute film. They were required to use toenail clippers. What would be a disgusting toenail sound?
I want peanut shells going on the ground. Toenail noises were very appropriate. We used peanuts.
May I help help you?
That's a lot of nuts. And during post-production, you know, Andre did have a long night of editing and definitely took advantage of those cat naps on the couch.
When I leave here, when I take this mic off and I walk out that door, I'm going straight to my bed.
We went and we picked all the car sounds and the water sounds and just the phone and everything that you would hear. The little, you know, squishy sounds that you hear when he touches the fish. Like, some other people would say, we don't need a noise for that. That doesn't make a noise.
I know it doesn't make any sound, but I gotta have something, some kind of slimy fish touch there. I just gotta do it.
It needed a sound.
It was a really crazy day, the day of screening. We did a ton of work. You know, we left to go for the viewing of the film, and, you know, we were all thinking, okay, you know, 8 o'clock. But it was 7.
Sold out.
We ended up getting there, and we got there late. It's not Rick's fault. I mean, Rick's very good at being on time. Stuff happens, so.
All right, now we all got to go around.
What are we thankful for?
And no, now is not a time for being thankful. We all have to name things that we could be doing for the next hour.
Okay.
Do a puppet show with our socks.
Puppet show with our socks is pretty good.
What does the sound designer name his cat?
I don't know.
Names him Reverb because of the long tail.
How can you tell a shooter's kid at the park?
Oh.
They're the ones sitting on the bench watching all the other kids have fun.
Does Rick like MOS?
Well, Rick's a sound guy, so, you know, I wouldn't expect him to, like, mit out sound because it's without sound. And that's his job. Sorry. I don't understand the question.